yeah. Yeah. Like, swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it 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 up. Hey, throw them swords up, where you at, where you at? Throw them up, Avengers, where you at, where you at? Throw them up, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice. Dani in the house, Avengers in the house, Swords up, turn up, let's get messy, let's get nosy, let's go. Give him the tea, give him the news, give him the biz, give him the mess, the mess. Swords up, throw it up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it up, throw it up. Throw them swords up, where you at, where you at? Throw them up, Avengers, where you at, where you at? Throw them up, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice. Who gon' check me? I'm playing chess, you playing checkers, checkmate, next caller. Swords up, up. I don't like it, can't stand you. If it's up, then it's stuck, get stuck. Swords up, up. You're mad, you're pressed, got your bother, got your trigger, Swords up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it up. Hey, throw them swords up, where you at, where you at? Throw them up. Avengers, where you at, where you at? Throw them up, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice. Let's go, start the show, symbol, we in chill, let's go, Avengers, assemble. Lights, camera, action, we ready, stay ready. Swords up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it up. Hey, throw them swords up, where you at, where you at? Throw them up. Avengers, where you at, where you at? Throw them up, then slice. Yeah.
Tell the haters your biz what cost you. Don't tell them nothing. Don't let them know nothing. Move it silent. Keep it to yourself. Keep it a secret. Keep it cute. Keep it class. Keep it moving. Keep them watching. Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. Keep them hating. I treat the fear back up. That's none of your biz. Hold up. That's none of your biz. 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 I'm moving in silence. That's none of your biz. I'm moving in silence. I'm moving in silence. Tell a hater show biz will cost you. Don't tell them nothing. Don't let them know nothing. Moving silent. Keep it to yourself. Keep it a secret. Keep it cute. Keep it class. Keep it moving. Keep them watching. Keep them guessing. Keep them hating. They jealous. They knows it. Praying I fail. Praying I lose. Praying I fall. Not telling you nothing. Not letting you in. Not letting you in my circle. Stay out of my biz. Stay out of my face. Stop asking me questions. You heard what I said. Stop asking me questions. Don't make me get ratchet. Get ratchet. I plead the fifth. Back up. That's none of your biz. Hold up. That's none of your biz. 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 I'm moving in silence. That's none of your biz. I'm moving in silence. I'm moving in silence. You wanna know my plans, my actions, how I move, how I groove, what I'm gon' do, when I'm gon' do. You wanna know my goals, my steps. You out of my biz. 21 questions. Next question. Skip now, dip. I plead the fifth. Back up. That's none none of your biz. Hold up, that's none of your biz. 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 Biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. That's none of your biz. No biz. I'm moving in silence. I'm headed to the top, can't stop, won't stop, I'm pressure, straight no chaser, ambitious, go get it, I'm hurt, let's go, I'm headed to the top, did I stutter, did I muddle, I'm headed to the top, that's where I'm going, go, no more question, I plead the fifth, back up, that's none of your biz, hold up, that's none of your biz, 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 I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. That's none of your biz, no biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. Tell the haters.
You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in timeout. I'ma give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. Any place, map it out. It's on sight. You gon' pull up, you ain't gon' pull off. You gon' fuck around and find out. Oh, you thought you could try me. Oh, you thought you could play me. I'm the coach, you the player. You can't teach the coach. You can't play the coach. You can't beat me at my own game. You can't cheat when it's my game. Checkmate, don't calculate. I win, you lose. That's 1 for me, 0 for you. You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Why the mother bitches mad? Why the mother bitches hate it? These bitches is mad, these bitches is sad. Cause they fuck around and found out. You gon' fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in time. I'ma give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. Ain't the one to play with, go play with your mama. Ain't one of your little friends, go play with your coochie. Cause it's played out, ran through just like you. You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out what them other bitches talking about. How I beat them, how I quit them. You gon' fuck around and find out. Them other niggas try to play me and they got played. Like a fiddle, now they feeling little, like a handful of cards. I saw their hands, I saw their cards. Played them before they could play me. They fuck around and found out. Treat me like I'm dumb, you gon' look dumb. You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in timeout. I'ma give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. Your mouth gon' get you in trouble. Humble yourself before I humble you. Because if I clock you, I'ma rock you. I'ma snatch you up. Dog walk you, fuck you up. Mop the floor with ya. You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in timeout. I'ma give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. I'ma show you what I got, you gon' find out. I'ma show you what I'm about, you gon' find out. I can show you better than I can tell you. You gon' find out, you gon' find out.
This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Smash that like button on your way in. Smash that like. Keep in mind that there's 2 lives going on at the same time. So if you can just come over to the main live with the horizontal live, that will be great. Again, come to the horizontal, but of course you can always choose the other live if you choose to, okay? So yes, before we begin tonight, I want to pause and say happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to every veteran who has ever served this country, okay? To the men and women who have worn the uniform, okay? We thank you for your courage and your sacrifice and your service. It has not gone unnoticed, okay? And so I want to, again, just say happy Veterans Day to all who have served. And drop a salute and some flags in the chat, for happy Veterans Day. Okay, find that flag emoji. And again, happy birthday to Miss Benny. I gave you a shout out on my backup channel, but happy birthday to Miss Benny. I hope you enjoy your birthday. And put some birthday balloons and birthday cake in the chat for her. And some parts of this episode contains discussions of sexual assault, essay, and domestic abuse. So viewer discretion is advised. And as I always say, if you or someone you know needs help or wants to speak to someone about, essay, you can always call the National Sexual Assault Hotline. And that number is 1-800-656-4673. Again, that's 1-800-656-4673. Or you can always call, go to their website, should I say, called RAINN. And that's RAINN with 2 N. So RAINN as in Nancy.org. And they have 24-hour confidential support. Okay. And we have a number of topics to discuss. We have the fake pregnancy and a topic where Jack's ex-boyfriend, Sip, was saying that he was expecting a baby from this girl who was allegedly supposed to be uncheckable. And to be honest, no one really believed that it was a pregnancy. Well, I won't say no one. Some people believed it. And I've been updating on that. So today should be the actual final update unless they don't carry out their truce, because those two, Stacey B and Dion, have made a truce to go their own way. So as long as they go their own way and they carry through that truce, this should be the last video on that topic. It has been extended because there's a separate topic outside of that, which is the cancer situation where I thought that was fishy. And I asked y'all questions about the receipts I showed y'all. And I do have a follow-up on that as well. So we're going to get into that. Another topic we have to talk about is Quiet Storm the Rapist. Press 1 in the chat if you remember. I wonder what's happening with this feature, because now I see people putting that in the chat. I think y'all are trying to put the flag, but it's not coming up as a flag. It's something else on my end. It's weird. Yeah, it's on y'all's end. I see a flag, but on mine, I see a bunch of letters. I'm like, what is that? Y'all, literally, I see it says US. I guess it's like United States flag. But it's not coding right on my end to show a flag. I'm like, why is everyone putting US? It's like showing the code for it. So they got to fix that. Because I'm like, what is that? A mess. Yeah, I thought someone had a pocket dial or a pocket texting or something. Yeah, but then that's what I thought when I saw one person, but then I saw another person. I'm like, yeah. So let me look at the actual live so I see flags. So okay. What's yeah. So this is wonky. Yeah. So anyways, and there's someone else that goes again. So I definitely will have to be looking at the live chat to see what emojis y'all are putting in there, okay? With that being said, we have to go over the pregnancy as the final update and the whole what I believe the person was making up the cancer thing. So I'm going to give y'all my final take on that. The last thing, of course, is Jaguar Wright versus Mcknight and that whole debacle. And it's still an open lawsuit and pending. And then, of course, there's Jack's response. And Jack pretends like she doesn't watch my videos, but she doesn't talk about something until after my video. If you knew about it before my video, why weren't you talking about it before my video? It's after my video that you talk about these topics. So prove me wrong that you talk about topics before my video and not after, then I might not accuse you of, and a lot of times it's directly after my video, but you go live after my video ends. So please stop and please spare me. You've been doing that for a long time now, and it's quite obvious, okay? And so let's start with the actual rapist. I see a lot of people put ones in the chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So Quiet Storm, the rapist that we all canceled. And I updated y'all that his channel was terminated. And again, we do not protect rapists, racists, and certain people like that. We do name, shame, and blame. Name, shame, and blame people where it needs to be pointed out. So the name is actually Tony Burrows. That's his name, known online as Quiet Storm, now calling himself Dr. Joy. So now he has a new channel called Dr. Lovejoy. And I'm not really promoting it. I'm just letting everyone know that that's a rapist. I cannot actually say he's Heidi without telling you that he's Heidi. It's just like a sex offender registry list. People can say, oh, someone's on a sex offender registry list, but how is that going to help you unless they tell you where he's located, what his name is under, or who he is? That's so I have to actually say, and by saying it now, he can't hide under that brand name, that new name. He can't say, well, I have a new name and a new identity and a new brand, because now that name is going to be attached to him. That's why it's in my title. Dr. Lovejoy is Quiet Storm, the rapist that we canceled, and he has been complaining about being canceled and begging for turkeys and hams. Okay. So yeah, Tony Burrows from Ohio has rebranded to the name of Dr. Lovejoy, and love as in L-U-V. And like I said, according to the state of Hawaii, and of course, based on receipts, he was charged with 2 counts of essay in the first degree, 1 count of abuse of a family or a household member, and 1 count of sexual assault in the 3rd degree. On June 9, 2020, he was before a judge and he actually pled no contest. And let me tell you why he took the no contest plea: to incest, abuse of a family or household member, and sexual assault in the 3rd degree. The evidence was overwhelming. A lot of evidence. There was a sexual assault kit done as well. He already knew there was too much evidence against him to actually fight this. So he did no contest plea. He was convicted right away and sentenced to 5 years of each count. On each count, served concurrently. And concurrently means they all were served at the same time. It should have been consecutively to make it, 15 years, but it was concurrently, and that was too lenient and too unfair, and that re-victimizes people when people that do such a heinous, vile crime get a slap on the wrist because they do a plea deal. So, plea deals can be great sometimes for the actual criminal and perpetrator, but for the victim, it can be an unfair, unjust process to offer such a lenient, graceful, merciful plea deal just to save tax dollars and resources of not going to a full trial. Okay. They have to try to make it appeasing enough for someone to take it instead of just going through the whole trial process. So, and then on top of that, he was also ordered to register as a sex offender. And he also was told to go to some sex offender classes. And by the way, a lot of times when people do such things like this as incest, and even other things, and by the way, the victim is actually his daughter when she was, and he assaulted her when she was an adult, and not just vaginally but anally. I know it's graphic, but we have to show the full magnitude of what he has done, the vile act crimes. Okay, and so with that being said, he is a registered sex offender and he was ordered to take classes. But here's the thing. A lot of times people have said those people cannot be rehabilitated, that they cannot change. And that's something that that they're going to continue to do if they have the opportunity and if they are not being monitored. And even sometimes with being monitored, these people are going to carry out doing this. That's why there's a sex offender registry list of people, so people will be aware of who lives amongst them and who's around, because they know that this person, and a lot of these people that commit these types of crimes have the tendency to recommit or reoffend. Okay, so with that being said, yeah, so that's why he's on a sex offender registry list. And by the way, he did actually make a video before press too, if you remember, where he was trying to pretend like the whole incident was just a domestic violence incident where he accidentally brushed on her boob and that it was led to this charge. And we were like, no, that's not gonna suffice. And he actually said he'll do it again. So he said he would do it again, and he was trying to pretend like it was about the domestic violence and some sort of discipline, corporal punishment or something. And he was trying to get her out of his house, like, oh, I'll do it again. But if you know the truth, that is about SA, when he said, I'll do it again, and I do it again, and he was all fidgety, that told us that he was talking about the SA, because that's what he did. Okay. People play those types of games. They gaslight, play games. I'll do it again. Is sending a message to the victim. I will do it again. Well, you know what happened. I know what happened. I'll do it again. So we got the actual police report and also the body worn camera footage. And in the actual police report, oh my gosh, when we read it, y'all listen, he was actually trying to describe what happened, and everything he was saying, you could tell that it was actually the opposite. He was trying to pretend like it was his daughter was the aggressor and his daughter was trying to come on to him and all this stuff. It was weird. And it was totally different and totally opposite from the story that he told us online about some sort of DV and accidentally brushed against her boob. It was a full thing trying to, flip the script and say that she was coming on to him. And he was like, no, you're my daughter and all this stuff. It was completely fake. So anyways, with that being said, now he has rebranded. His name is now Dr. Lovejoy. So now we get into what I'm going to talk about today. Like I said, instead of taking any accountability, still he has resurfaced under the new name Dr. Lovejoy and trying to make AI music and things like that. He's still doing the same practice of buying followers. He's buying comments. The comments under his live videos are so freaking fake, and he's buying views. He's already at like 6,000 something subscribers after, being on here back for less, like about 3 weeks. Trying to hide and trying to, with a new name and a name. And he also, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, he has also decided to come back into this sector to hang out and be amongst us. And guess what? Guess what chat he's in? Of course. Why not go to Dani's op? Hang out in Dani's op chat, join the membership, say hit the like button, support. Check out my backup channel for the receipts on this as well. It's because he realizes that, a lot of times my ops hate me so much that they will support rapists, that they will support racists, that they will support scammers. They will support child abusers. They will support anything as long as it's anti-Dani or against, if I'm making videos against child abuse, they're gonna be trying to, you know, defend the child abuser like Ada. If I'm making a video against, you know, fake psychologists like Sloth, they're gonna defend him. If I make a video about how Wig is collecting money for, you know, and where are the receipts on that, and it's a scam, they're gonna defend Wig. If I'm making videos on Jag, they're going, and how she's saying stuff is AI and it isn't, they're going to defend Jag. If I make a video on, you know, the racist Stormy, they're going to make videos defending Stormy, saying she isn't racist. Do y'all get the pattern here? That's what my enemies do. Whatever I say, if I make a petition, say justice for Shanquella Robinson, who was unalived in Cabo, they make videos to cancel my petition and to get my petition taken down and removed. And meanwhile, I'm speaking to the sister and the father, and they said I can have the petition up. So if if the sister and the father are saying I can keep the petition up, why are y'all trying to report the petition for a justice movement to be taken down? So whatever I do or try to do, my enemies go in opposition to me. So when I counsel a rapist, it's not going to be a surprise that, you know, one of the people from Canada will put them on the platform and say, respect him and don't attack him. It's not going to be a surprise that now he's hiding out in Timmy Tucker's shack. He has found a new home. He didn't come to my chat under this new page name. Why didn't he have this Dr. Lovejoy channel and come into my chat and amongst the Avengers? Because he knows it will not fly and it will not work over here. He knows he is not welcome over here. Gross, right? And to promote his music and things like that. That, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't he go to anybody else's chat that's, you know, pro Dani? Instead, he goes around people that are anti-Dani, where he feels like he'll be welcome and protected. So he has joined Timmy Tucker's channel as a paid member of the channel. You know, people love money. You know, love money no matter who it's from. She calls him Dr. Lovejoy in a flirty, raccoony, horsey voice, praises his tracks, and even said on air, I love his music. It's good music. He wrote a song for her show and she played it proudly. This isn't like a misunderstanding. It's a pattern. The predatory brands and then a creator gives them a platform or a cover. And one person actually warned her in her chat and they said, that's Quiet Storm the Rapist. You know, they said that's Quiet Storm, and everyone knows that's the rapist. I mean, she stalks me and she stalks my content, so she knows all about Quiet Storm. Even her bestie, go bestie, that's my bestie platform, the rapist, right? The Canadian person. And by the way, if you watch my backup channel, the latest thing was that I was canceling a racist by the name of Stormy, who was blatantly racist, obviously racist. And of course, what do you know? Maggie goes live to defend the racist, defend the racist, attack my platform, attack my receipts as fake, and then turn around and use my same receipts from the same website. Okay. Oh, Dani's receipts are fake, but then she goes to Twitter to get the same receipt that I have. If it's fake, if it's fake on my end, it will be fake on your end. So nothing can be fake if you're getting the same receipts from the same source. How can you try to discredit mine and say it's fake, but then you go and screenshot your own and then now it's real? No, it's been real from the moment I put it out. You didn't expose shit. You copied. Press 3 in the chat. You saw Maggot defending Stormy. You were defending her and platforming her and defending her and calling my receipts fake. And then once you did a little more homework, you actually realize that she's problematic. And then now you're saying, oh, she's racist. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. It doesn't take a rocket science or a genius to see that she's racist. We already saw it after looking at her Twitter and also her Facebook, but you failed to actually review the Facebook. We already know that. We already know she's racist. We already reviewed it before you. We already went over the song and what it's about. We went over all of that. So no, you don't get any kudos or brownie points, because every time you actually defend everyone from Jag to Ada to Sloth to Wig and Stormy and even this grapist, you defend and try to throw everybody under the bus for. And then when you feel like it, you say, oh, I'm going to do my own research and research and research. And then when you can't defend it no more, and it's undefensible, it's not defensible, you can't defend it, then you jump ship. And we're sick of it. We are sick of you always trying to go against me and go against me and go against me. And then when you cannot defend it, when you cannot debate against me, when you cannot win against me, when you cannot convince anyone of the opposite, when you cannot actually successfully try to win to be Olivia fucking Pope. I'm fucking Olivia Pope. You're Olivia Nope. You cannot defend the rapist because it's wrong. You cannot defend the racist because it's wrong. You cannot defend the child abuser because it's wrong. So why do you even attempt to? You always attempt to because you want to go against me. And going against me, it's gonna cost you, because there's no way to defend that unless you're wicked and evil, and the truth will always prevail and the truth will always win. And that's why we always fucking win. We don't have to flip-flop because we're always on the side of right and the side of truth from the beginning. From the beginning, we are on the side of the children and of the victims and of the Black people. We are always on the side of this first. You are always on the opposite side, and then when you feel like it, you jump ship and you flip-flop and then try to now jump over here and say, oh, well, Dani was right, but I don't trust her receipts. That's all. Oh, Dani was right, I don't trust her receipts. Oh, Dani was right, but I just didn't trust the receipts. You say that for everybody. Do we have to go down the list from Jag? You're even attacking me for Limeisha. Press 5 and you remember Limeisha. She attacked me for Limeisha, saying that, oh, Dani got Limeisha fired. That's so wrong. She got her fired. And you were actually believing Limeisha Fuller, going against me. And Limeisha, it turns out, is a liar. Obviously, I never believed no fucking Limeisha. I was always against Limeisha, and I said I never called the job. Limeisha went live and said, oh, that he didn't get fired. He quit. You were lying. You went live defending Jag and lying for Jag about everything. You were even saying the video was AI. Press 6, and she was saying the video was AI, that when Storm Monroe interviewed Jag, she was saying that was AI. Her and Justine's Nuts were both lying for Jag and saying, oh, he took down the other video and that's not the right video. That's a premiere. You were windmilling for Jag for every single lie that she told. And then when it came to Ada, you were windmilling for Ada and those lies, and for Wig and for Sloth. And then when it came to the grapist, you platformed the grapist. And when the grapist was on your platform, you started saying, oh, so Dani's receipts are fake. You started to try to throw me under the bus and try to say that my receipts are fake, to respect the grapist, to be polite to the grapist, and to not attack the grapist. You were begging to use the grapist receipts. And you were trying to say, oh, well, Dani said that, so Dani is lying. You were trying to throw me for the grapist and to team up with the grapist so you can use his Angie Stone content. Let's talk about it. And then when you saw the audience was not feeling it and that Raph was in the chat, you tried to flip it and say, oh, I was just playing along because I wanted answers. No, you were just going along with it because you wanted to flip-flop and go against me. But when you saw I was backfiring, you wanted to jump ship and then you try to switch up mid-live. Have us fucking see. And now fast forward, you do it with Stormy. We call out Stormy, we say she's a fucking racist. And what do? You defend Stormy, you platform Stormy, you call my receipts fake. And then now you're saying, oh, she's racist, she's problematic, she's not. You say, oh, she's not racist, she's xenophobic. And now you're saying she's xenophobic and she's racist. No shit, Sherlock, we've already said that. That's all you're ever gonna do is go behind me and copy what I say and do, go in opposition, and then later you try to flip-flop and say, okay, well, Dani was right, I just didn't believe her receipts. Nobody believes your receipts. They believe mine because my record and my resume is showing that I'm fucking right, bitch. Every single time, I'm always right. We're always right over here. The Avengers are always right. We're always on the side of right from the very beginning, from the jump. What are you talking about? You're the one that's always on the side of wrong, and then you try to flip-flop to the side of right when you have no more arguments. I can tell you ahead of time that you're gonna lose because there's no way to defend what you're defending unless you just make up lies. But once you actually use receipts and truth, you can't defend it. But you try because you have to try to win against me no matter what you have to do. And the moment you realize you cannot win against the truth, you flip-flop to the side of the truth. And then you want some kudos and brownie points and a round of applause for being a fucking regurgitating, bad-built, matted wig-ass bitch copycatter. Then you start copying what I said. Oh, Ada did this, now Slop did that, and Wig did this, and we already know that, bitch. Catch the fuck up, bitch. I'm sick of it. It's the same routine. And then at the very end, you use the same receipts I have to try to act like you need some cookies. You don't even bring no new receipts or no new information. You just copy the same receipts and the same talking points and the same rhetoric and the same stuff that we've been saying. Just a parroting ass bitch. Nobody wants no unoriginal parrot. Fuck off. And you wonder why you'll never be me or amount to anything that I do because you just copy me and it's clear. I say something and then 2 weeks later you catch up and then you start saying the same thing. And the cycle repeats and the cycle repeats and the cycle fucking repeats. So when this Dr. Lovejoy comes into the actual live of Timmy Tucker and she's playing his music, and let's be honest and clear here, she's not playing his music because she just wants to play it, because she usually doesn't play other people's music or copyrighted content on her platform. She's playing the music because she wants him to compete against me because I make music. So anyone that makes music, she's gonna say, oh, it's better than Dan, this is better than Dan. And she don't give a fuck about y'all or y'all's music, dropping the lies, Quiet Storm. She doesn't care about y'all's music, none of y'all. It's all so she can try to say that y'all are in competition with me or try to make me the talking point. No one, and I mean no one, is in competition with me besides myself. I cannot compete with Beyonce to be a better Beyonce than Beyonce is herself. I can't compete with Kelly Rowland to be a better Kelly Rowland than Kelly Rowland can be herself. I can't compete against nobody but myself. I can only be a better version of myself to better myself because I'm unique and I'm an individual. A lot of y'all try to compete against me to be a better Dani. I could be a better Dani than Dani herself. No, you can't, because I am my own individual, my own person. You cannot compete to be a better version of me. You can try to compete on the same topics, but you can never bring the same delivery, the same everything as me, because you're not me. I understand that, and I've been understood that for a long time. So I don't really compare myself to other people because I'm not them. So I no matter what I do, I will never be that person. No matter what I say, I will never be that person. No matter what I decide to move, act, behave, I will never be anyone else besides myself. So in that sense, I cannot compete against anyone else, not on certain things. Now, is there some things in life, yeah, you could compete against other people? Yes. If there's like you're running a race, you're all going to have to try to get to the end of the finish line. But when it comes to a certain brand, there's no way to really fully compete against someone if, let's listen, if the person is their brand. Brands can compete when it's a product, but if the person is their brand, like I am the brand, myself, my personality, who I am is the brand, I can't compete with anybody else, or you can't compete with me on that, because you cannot be me. You have to get that. So I can even right now copy everything someone else does on their channel. But at the end of the day, people are still going to say that my channel is different. And if I keep on copying too much, people are going to call me a copycatter. Oh, they're going to say, oh, you're trying to be this person. You're trying to be that person. And then people are going to catch up on it. And you're going to like, dang, what's happening? What's happening is people realize you're not being yourself, that you're trying to be someone else. That's why you can only compete with yourself. So when other people make their music, that's their music. That's their style. That's their uniqueness. That's their vibe. But all the songs she played, I didn't feel threatened by any of those songs because they're not even trying to do the same vibe as me. They're not trying to do the same style. They don't have the same whatever I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm not threatened by that. So that's why a lot of my enemies fail, because y'all think that some of the things y'all do work on me, and it doesn't. Because I don't see any of those people as competition, because I'm not competing in whatever they're trying to do. Whatever they're trying to do, I'm not trying to compete with it. Okay, the dropping the lies person, that's not my forte. That's not my interest. The music is bland. It's unseasoned. It needs some extra seasoning besides some salt and pepper. Okay? So as soon as I even hear one note, I hang up. I get out. I don't want to listen to no more. That's not my lane. And I don't want it to be my lane. She could keep that lane. She could keep that whole lane and that whole genre. She can keep all that to herself. Keep it. I don't want no parts of it. And then the other person, that music comes on, I get bored. I'm bored as soon as it come on. The Dr. Lovejoy, it's too laid back. It's too chill. And it's not my vibe. So that's not my competition. So with that being said, you have to try again, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. Now get somebody on here that got the same, the same kind of energy or vibe or whatever I'm trying to get, then maybe. But that right there, it's not even the same lane or category of music to be in competition. That's like someone trying to compare a country music song to a rap song. It's like, okay, like we're not even competing. So anyways, she was only playing his music to try to jab at me, which was unsuccessful. Okay. I didn't know, so now she's trying to say that she didn't know that was him, but you already have been to his page. Even while live, you went to his page. It has the same radio station theme that he always has, the same type of layout, the same sort of theme, and the presentation, the same branding he's always using as far as the look and the layout, and even some of the actual links. She played the song he made. He made a song for her and said Kimmy Love in the song. He made the song for her. She was kikiing about the song, like being all flirtatious about it, like like she had found her a new, online boo or something, child. I don't know. Everything on that page, from the fake subscribers to those comments, everything, the layout shows that it was Quiet Storm. And that's why someone else in her chat told her, listen, that's Quiet Storm. And then now when I pointed out that it's him and others, she went live again. And guess what? She didn't say that man deceived my channel, or I'm disgusted a convicted predator tried to attach himself here. She didn't say any of that when she went live. And that's why people are suspicious about it, thinking that, he made a song for your channel. He's doing this, he's doing that. And when you are told all the information, all the receipts, you don't go live and say, I'm disgusted that he came over here. I can't believe he came over here. Why was he over here? You're not even saying any of that. It's suspicious. Oh, why? She laughed. She said with a laugh, oh, it's good music. I like it. So she still went on to say, even now knowing what she knows, that it's good music. I like it. Kikiing and laughing. So she was told that a man convicted of incest, sexual assault, and abuse had joined her membership, has been hanging in her channel and her platform. And the public response was not to attack the man, the rapist. The public response was a grin and a kiki and a compliment about how she still likes the music and it's good music because she's still thinking about one thing. And the one thing she's still thinking about is how can I get at Dani? I only care about how I can use his music to weaponize against Dani. I don't care about he's a rapist. I don't care about that the victim. I don't care about any of that. I just want to make sure that everyone knows I still like the music and I still like it better than Dani's music because that's my agenda. That's my plan. And that's the only thing that concerns me about this whole situation. That's the only thing I want to really address about the rapist is I still love his music. It's good. That tells every survivor watching that entertainment matters more than accountability because there was nothing about you sick bitch. I would have been like, if I didn't know that was him, I would have been like, you sick bitch. I can't believe you came over here. I don't want you here. You know, that's gross. What you did to your daughter. I would have spent a lot of time attacking that motherfucker for being in my motherfucking chat. Gross, get the fuck out of here. Don't come back. I would have been like that. But I would be like, I still get music. I still like the music. There's nothing to go after the predator. It's just, you know, still subtly promoting him, still promoting his good music. It tells predators that they can flash a beat and give a beat and make a little love song to a thirsty bitch who's, you know, impotent man got wet spots for his pets and he fucked on her in 6 years, child. I thought, you know, celibate, she was gonna say 6 months. You got a little bit man that ain't fucked on you in 6 years and walk in the house with a pee spot on the front of his pants. and you know, you are telling rapists that they can just give you a little song and dance and be forgiven without any remorse. You're not gonna really, you know, like why the fuck you was over here? Or, you know, you're not gonna go at him. Instead of going at the rapist, she redirected all her anger, her venom, her nastiness, and everything. Every ounce of anger went towards other people such as myself and especially Wright and other people. Nothing was really attacking him. He got a compliment. Everybody else got attacked for telling the truth about that's him in her chat. I would not be going after other people about warning me that that's him in the chat. I would be like, thank you for telling me I don't want that bitch here, you nasty bitch, while you was over here. I would have went in on him. But no, she said he got, I still love music, still get music. And then she attacks everybody else and say everybody else is jealous of her stolen shorts. She goes around on TikTok and IG stealing people's shorts and short their videos, and then she re-uploads them, and then she's bragging about how many views she gets from stolen viral videos. Congratulations for being a fucking thief. Round of applause. I didn't know that in America 2025, no matter where you're at, I didn't know that you can go steal people's videos, just straight upload them to YouTube with no changes, no modifications, no edits, no nothing, and then and viral videos is already going viral. And then you can upload them to YouTube, and then now everybody should be clapping you, giving you a round of applause for being a thief. Congratulations for being a thief. Great job for getting millions of views from stolen content. Congrats. That's very something to brag about. My channel is organic. I'm not stealing people's content just to get views. I can easily go to TikTok and IG, find viral videos and upload it to my channel, and then I can get a bunch of views. I kid you not, there was someone under her video that said, I can watch you all day as far as, and there was another one that says, I can watch you all day. That wasn't her. Did you see a horse in that short? There wasn't a horse. Horse was in the stable, or Mr. Ed in that short. It was two people. It was other people. So people are subscribing to the channel thinking they're subscribing to the people in the short. They didn't know they were subscribing to the horse. So when they're scrolling down their timeline tomorrow and the next day, they're going to keep on seeing a horse pop up and say, I never subscribed to a horse, so why is a horse in my damn timeline? Why is this big tooth bitch with her teeth hanging out her mouth all the way down to her chin in my fucking timeline in my feed? Why is this horse galloping and trotting all around my damn timeline? Who opened the stable and let this horse out? And then there was 2 people dancing. And then people say, oh, y'all doing it good. And they were saying something about y'all ate this up. They said it ate it up because they thought that they were, and they probably subscribed, thinking they were subscribing to those kids dancing, all those young people dancing, whoever they were dancing. They were sure I couldn't make them out their age. So they think they're subscribing to those kids dancing, and then they ain't know they're subscribing to Mr. Ed. You know what I'm saying? That's tomfoolery. If somebody's subscribing to this channel, they know they subscribing to my loud mouth ass, and no megaphone needed. They hear me over here. They see what I'm doing. They know they you know, I ain't pretending to be somebody else to get a subscribe and to get a view. That's called, you know, work. I'm actually organic. You over there pretending to be 1 million people in one day. 1 minute you posted a video of a white lady and then an Asian and you know, a black guy, a couple. You got animals over there. You got all these viral videos you're stealing over there. People don't even know they're subscribing to Mr. Ed. I wish it was a whole sign up there that said, Mr. Ed, this is Mr. Ed channel. Don't subscribe. This is Mr. Ed. So congratulations on stolen content. I can do the same thing, but the thing is, I don't want my content built. I don't want my channel built off of stolen content. A mess. Stay press. But yeah, instead of going live and redirecting, you know, directing her anger at the rapist that's been in her channel, that she's been promoting his music and flirting with and all that shit, she goes live and attacks me and everybody else, mainly Ryder Root, to be honest. So you should have been like, how dare he try to fool my horse ass? She pretty much wanted everybody to kind of like leave her alone and stop talking about it. If she truly had been unaware, the right response was outrage. Outrage at the rapist, not amusement. Instead, you know, she minimized it, normalized it. After she realized it, well, to be honest, most people are thinking that she being new because, you know, hers is Kimmy Love, his is Dr. Love. They both say LUV. He made her song. He chose her chat. She's over there kikiing and being flirtatious with him. It's weird. And with every laugh and chuckle about the situation and still bragging about it's good music, is a reminder, to be honest, of how in society people always excuse and laugh off things when it comes to the fucking offender rapist. It's all laugh, whatever comes to him, because he still gets it's good music and compliments. And there is nothing pertaining to the actual victim. She made across 35-minute broadcast. Not once did she express any empathy for the actual victim. And at all. No recognition of the harm or no apology for even promoting him and giving him airtime. You know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If I had known that was him, I would never had, you know, gave him no airtime and promote him. I'm so sorry. I know this might have triggered the victim to see, you know, to see this. There is nothing of this at all. Instead, she focused on herself, saying she was being attacked, that, you know, she's winning because she's had stolen content all over her channel. She was mostly combative and just going at people, right? Bragging on herself, focus on herself. That shows, of course, we already know she's not no advocate or activist. You know, even if the victim is not watching or is watching, there still should be some accountability. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I know this has, if the victim was aware or not aware, whatever, I want to say, listen, I know this could be triggered for you. Even after you know now, that could have been triggering for him to be welcomed back into the space, be a member, to see him being promoted and glorified, and you know, and tell people to subscribe to his channel and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that, it's just even simply acknowledging, but we already know she doesn't take any accountability, makes excuses for everything. So there's not going to be any acknowledgement of how that could have triggered someone or harmed someone. And also, not just that, even like, well, oh my gosh, oh, y'all, listen. If that were me, I would say, listen, y'all in the audience. I know that guy has been in this chat. I was unaware the guy was in this chat. And he's a rapist. He has done horrible things. And I have promoted him. If you are subscribed, please unsubscribe. I don't want y'all to be subscribed to that. I'm sorry. If anyone in the chat, you subscribed and you're triggered by now knowing that that's what it is, I'm so sorry. I was unaware. There is no empathy all across the board towards the subscribers, victims, anyone that was triggered or might be triggered or is still subscribed. There's no fixing of the issue. Whenever you notice anything, whether it's unintentional or intentional, whatever it is, it's like if you accidentally bump into someone at the store, even though it was accidental and it was not your intent, you still apologize for bumping into them because you did it. So accountability is not saying that you only apologize when it's on purpose. You apologize when things are accidental and on accident if you feel like it could harm someone or have harmed people. So if it were me and I actually were food, I would be disgusted. I would go off on that bitch. I would also apologize to the victim if they are out there. Listen, I'm so sorry. If I would have known, I would never have promoted him over here. Anyone that subscribed, please unsubscribe. I will try to right my wrong, unintentional or not. The fact that you just, oh, his music's still good, that's a slap in the face to anyone. There's no go unsubscribe. There's no nothing. So that shows there's a lack of concern, a lack of care, which is not surprising. And then, of course, there's just a deflection. When the facts come out, there's deflection. No accountability. Everyone is just trying to call it out because they're jealous of me, because I'm winning. I got 8 million views. You got 8 million stolen views. This is not about how many stolen views you got from stealing people's shorts, people dancing and doing all kind of slipping and sliding, whatever they doing that you ain't doing, okay? Because your channel, your views ain't getting no thousands and thousands of views. The stolen videos you getting are getting the views. I wish I would go live bragging because my regular video got 500 views or 1,000 views, and the stolen videos getting 20,000 views. Well, I think the stolen videos is what's giving you the views because yours ain't giving you the views. Oh shit! Let's talk about it. Y'all want to talk about it? That's the truth. If the stolen video is getting 20,000, 50,000 views and your own video is only getting 500 to 1,000, people ain't there to see you. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody come to see Mr. Ed. They ain't come to see you. Because if they was coming to see you, your other videos have 50,000 views on it, 20,000 views on it. But your regular videos that you be doing yourself with just you, Mr. Ed, ain't getting 50,000, 20,000 views. Nobody ain't come to see you, Otis. A mess. And that's why you're a prize. So why be jealous of a bitch that ain't really winning? No, the person that's getting 50,000 views on your short that you stole, shout out to that person, because that person got 50,000 views. And the video that got 20,000 views, shout out to that person, because they got 20,000 views. And shout out to you for getting 500 to 1,000 per video. That's your accomplishment, 500 to 1,000. And by the way, you have 1 million people tagged under the video. So shout out to the 1 million people tagged, including myself, under all your videos. Because last my check, all your videos on Jaguar, Wright, and Cat Williams and Tasha K that's tagged on all your videos, and me and everybody else, and Brian Mcknight. Yeah, so shout out to everybody that's falsely tagged, spamming, misleading, clickbait shit under your damn videos. A mess. Stay prize. So yeah, that's no one's jealous of that. Okay. And that's not even like real confidence in yourself. It's manipulation. Let's see you make a short yourself, and let's see how the videos you get on your own short. But yeah, you're trying to act like what we're calling out a rapist being hiding out in the sector. We canceled him. So of course we're gonna call it out that he's still in this sector. What the fuck? Are we supposed to just stay here and be like, oh yeah, he's a member over there, he's in this sector, people are subscribing, he's hanging out. We're supposed to just sit back and allow him to hide. No, the fuck we ain't, bitch. We're gonna call him out and say, look, that's his ass over there on Timmy Tucker's channel on the Dr. Love Joy. That's the motherfucking rapist that we canceled trying to hide at. Ain't no hiding. We 1, 2, 3, we coming for you. We see you, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck? So no, that's called ethics. We're ethically calling him out. That's not called jealousy. Understand the difference between people calling someone out ethically and rightfully, and to someone people being jealous. People calling him out is not being jealous of no fake shit you got going over there, bitch. And instead of asking why are you defending a convicted offender, she just reframed it as, oh, who's jealous of who? She went up on like, who's all jealous of her? Like that. This is not about jealousy or no shorts or no videos and views. This is about a rapist that is canceled and terminated, hiding out over your chat as a member. Yeah. So that's an old trick and a deflection tactic to try to turn moral concern and people calling things out into some sort of competition. So she doesn't have to really face the truth of what's happening. She's trying to say that us wanting, accountability is some sort of hate and jealousy and things like that. So avoid any responsibility for her actions or anything like that. It's weird. So that's the update on that situation. Another thing I want to talk about is Quiet Storm. He has a new charge. Well, before I say that, he is trying to act like he's a victim of cancel culture, and he's begging for some sort of holiday fixings like turkey and ham. I'm going to show you that post. You're not a victim of cancel culture. You're a man that has been found guilty of crimes against his own family, your own daughter. Okay, that's what it's all about. You're a convicted sex offender sitting here trying to play the victim. You're not the victim here. There's only one victim in this situation, and that's your daughter. Okay, you came on here and tried to shame and blame her for everything. And even to the police, you try to shame and blame her for everything. And you're fucking mad because I have decided, like I do on my platform, that for predators like you, we're not going to blame or shame the victim, which is victim blaming and victim shaming. We're going to, on this platform, we're going to name the perpetrator, Tony Burrows. We're going to shame the perpetrator and what they have done, and all the blame for what they've done, we're going to put it on the perpetrator. That's why I say name the perpetrator, shame that motherfucker, because I will shame the fuck out of you. You're the one that's going to be shamed and carrying all the shame. And bitch, I'm going to blame you for everything that motherfucking happened. So name, shame, and blame on your motherfucking ass, bitch. So yes, you have been canceled. That's why you over there on other people's channel try to beg for a damn turkey and ham. And to be honest, you know what? I need to reach out to that creator and tell them that you are canceled because you're a rapist. The fuck? I just thought about it. But yeah, I need to reach out to them before they try to give you any money or any help to let them know why you were canceled. The fuck? So let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, so let me go ahead and send something to them. Let them know what's up. Hope it ain't too late. Because I know you done probably reached out to them to try to beg. Ugh. And people can say, oh, but why you don't want him to have no turkey or no ham? If you really want to know my thoughts, it's wicked. You want to know my thoughts? I don't give a fuck if he don't got no damn turkey or no ham. And I will say this. For what he has done, he should have got the fucking death penalty. You heard what I fucking said. So I hope you understand that since I believe after what he did to his daughter, he should have the death penalty. Now ask me if I give a damn if he starved to fucking death. Okay, you asking the wrong person. You don't come over here for no sympathy or empathy for no damn grapes because you ain't gonna get it. Death penalty is what he should have got and not no 5 fucking years. And I don't give a fuck if he don't get no turkey or no ham. I don't give a fuck if he never have another meal. I don't give a fuck. So don't try to, come over here for any sympathy from me. Now, I done said it before and I'm going to say it again. Now, don't talk bad. You came to the wrong place. Because, if you haven't seen the movie Dexter, if you haven't seen the show Dexter, that's all I'm going to say. He should have been Dextered. The fuck? Take him to that movie stall. I know what you've done. I know what you've done. Yeah. So, yes, I will reach out and say he shouldn't get no damn turkey or no damn ham. Now, maybe he should get some stuffing and be stuffed with something at the morgue. But let me stop. Okay, so don't come on, and y'all can go live all y'all want to. Oh, Daddy's so evil and wicked. You heard what she said, and I'm going to say it again. And I'm going to say it again. I ain't taking it back. Did I fucking stutter? Did I fucking mutter? The fuck? If I said it, I motherfucking meant it. Hold up. Yeah, and that's why I shouldn't be the one that make decisions like that, because I'm like, to the firing pit. The firing hole. The fuck? Man, and that goes for pedos and rapists and the likes. I don't give a fuck. Damn. People try to make me care about something I don't give a fuck about. Nah. Hold on, let me go to the other page. A mess. And these bitches stay pressed. He gonna be over there mad. Oh, she don't want me to have. Yeah, and I said I don't want you to have shit, bitch. If I can take everything from you, I will. Oh shit! If I can take everything from you, I will. And think about it. You act like you're the fucking victim. No, your daughter is the victim. You saw what you did with your daughter, you fucking bitch. She's the victim for life. SA and sex crimes and such a thing like that impacts people for the rest of their life. That's a life sentence of trauma. So yes, you should have a life sentence of fucking trauma, you fucking bitch. The fuck? I don't give a fuck about you. Or a thing that you do. Or a thing that you won't. So no, you're not getting no sympathy from me. And I keep on telling a lot of y'all be wanting sympathy from me. But when I say I don't give a fuck about you, I'm not trying to be mean, but if I say I don't give a fuck about you, I'm telling the truth. I don't give a fuck about you. So ain't no point of trying to make me feel sorry for anything about you. Because when I don't give a fuck, I literally mean I don't give a fuck. Y'all be wasting y'all time trying to make me give a fuck about something I say I don't give a fuck about. Okay? And you don't want to know my true thoughts and feelings. When I say I don't give a fuck, I'm literally saying it. It might hurt your feelings if you try to keep on pressuring me to give a fuck. It's going to hurt your little feelings. Like, dang, that's how she feel. And yes, that's how I feel. Damn, stop trying to make me care about something I don't give a fuck about. Sick of it. So, Quiet Storm says, hello, humbly requesting for a turkey and ham for Thanksgiving or Christmas. You be out here all the time bragging about you got this and you got that. You sitting there bragging, begging for a Thanksgiving or a Christmas turkey and ham. The fuck? If you are able, I've been blacklisted. And canceled. I'm a veteran, unemployed, been applying 158 current applications. You ain't fill out no 158 applications. Stop lying. And 0 offers. I just want to make dinner for my daughter and her friends. Thank you and have a great day. A veteran, unemployed, been applying and blacklisted and canceled. Damn straight. Now, I'm gonna send an email to, let me find that page. I need to send an email to that person and let them know that they don't need to give you shit. Let's listen to that clip real quick.
Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news that today we have. See, I'm just saying, like, a said thing that's relatively healthy, and then try to do it again. You know what I'm saying? But just keep increasing it gradually. And then you might realize, like, you know what? I don't really think I need this. Like, I think I'm kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you're going to feel better about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna know that you have the power to be able to resist this substance. If you like, man, I smoked already today, and I've been smoking every day for the last year. Okay, go 3 days. And once you go 3 days, pat yourself on the back. I go for small goals all the time. You know what I'm saying? That is if you want to, quit smoking. Because some people just don't want to stop. You know what I mean? But if you want to, always have small goals and gradually increase, because technically that's how a lot of us got hooked on the things that we got hooked on. We started small, then we gradually increased. So we just start small and gradually increase in the other direction.
Hold on a second.
You know what I'm saying? Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm said, I'm humbly requesting for a turkey and ham for Christmas, Thanksgiving, if you're able. I've been blacklisted, canceled. I'm a veteran, unemployed, been applying 158 current applications in and 0 offers. I just want to make dinner for my daughter and my friends. Thank you and have a great day. Quiet Storm. Like, okay, you, but how do I know who to give it to? Who's, like, I don't know who Quiet Storm is. So now, message us on the gram. We'll figure out what you know what I'm saying? We'll figure out what we could do. You know what I mean? And give you some alternative. I'm not saying we're going to give you $1,000. I'm not saying we're going to give you $1 million. I'm not even saying we're going to give you $12. You know what I'm saying? But we'll figure it out. Okay? Unseen Days said, Celeb, I'm on day 9, no caffeine. For the first 3 days, I was irritated as a father mucker. Even got mad seeing people drink pie. That's what happened to me. I got pissed. I was watching some women were drinking Celsius all up in my face. I opened up my refrigerator today, and would you believe I saw the Celsius in there?
Hold on.
I said, who the hell? Whose Celsius is this? Was it mine?
Okay, so that's that. So they got 409. They got 419,000 subscribers. So I got their email. So I'm gonna send an email while in the segment when I do Jag. I'm not gonna send it now because I'll have to stop the show to send it. I'm gonna send an email about Quiet Storm and why he was canceled, along with this screenshot from the video, so that for reference. Okay. You were canceled for a reason. Why you didn't say why you were canceled? Because people have the right to know why you were canceled, bitch. Because what happens if the guy don't want to give you no money once you realize that why you were canceled? And I bet you Wright probably wrote him so you get some money. Child, Quiet Storm was canceled due to sexually assaulting his own daughter. The fuck? So I'm gonna finish that email, but I at least started it out with the email. But yeah, so he's over there begging for money. And the next thing I want to talk about with Quiet Storm, the last update before we get into the pregnancy stuff is he has a new charge. His dog bit somebody in the tummy. Yummy. His dog bit somebody in the stomach, child. Yeah, you heard it. Child. His dog bit somebody in the stomach. We're gonna get some as stuff as stuff goes along, I will get more information on it. Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. It's not really that long. It's right here. It says the dog owned by Burroughs, the Greyfist, bit a guy named Brian in the stomach. Child, listen, why your dog out here biting people in the stomach? And then it says, and it gave a report number. And then it says, Brian has visible injuries. So the guy has visible injuries and wants to prosecute, referred to report number and to give the report number. So this is not the police report official. This is just a citation. So I'm gonna actually get the police report and more information. Y'all know how it goes, so we can see what's happening with this guy. But yeah, he got bit in the stomach, child. Let your dog bite me in the stomach. Your dog will get, child, please. So anyways, I don't know if it was intentional or not. Like, get him, boy. Sick him. But dang, you got bit in the stomach. Imagine that. People say, well, how you got injured on your stomach? And say, somebody's dog bit me in the stomach. So there's a police report. I have to get the police report to see more details about this situation. And to be honest, even whatever receipt I can get. All right, Jelly Bean. A mess. So he has court on November 19th. That's his next court date for pre-trial. And then the regular trial starts in December. And stay tuned. I will be giving updates as far as this goes and what happens. That's what he gets. His life seems to have a downward spiral. And he has to take accountability for his own actions that led to this. Now, he would try to get on here and blame me and his daughter for what happened, when ultimately his downfall and cancellation and termination and all that, when it's his fault. He's the one that made the choice to traumatize his daughter for the rest of his life and be so gross. So now he has to take accountability. But is he really going to take accountability? No, he's going to keep on trying to come after me. We already know why he went over to Timmy Tucker's channel. That's someone that's obsessed with me and will accept anyone as long as they're attacking me. He already knew where he can have some sort of safety, or he felt like will be a space for him. Okay, people are not stupid. Just like when he went to Maggie's channel, people, he's going there to come at me. And that's why I tell y'all all the time, I'm not stupid, that people are always trying to link up with people like those people, because and even the racist was over on Maggie's channel for protection and like, oh, Dani is fake receipts and Dani is this, trying to like throw me under so that they recognize that my enemies hate me so much that could be a place of refuge for those people. So, everyone knows why. But yeah, shout out to Smokey, the godmother. Make sure y'all check out her channel and subscribe. That's her at right there, at Smokey the Godmother. Check out her channel and her radio station as well. Okay, that's his daughter. But yeah, so with that being said, that's the current charge, and we will possibly get, y'all know, we'll see what all receipts we can have or get on this situation and follow it to see what happened with this guy, Brian. And let me show y'all this video too. So what y'all should know is he does press 1 and chat if you remember that he was a person that was training dogs, and he also stole someone's dog before. Yeah, he was supposed to be like training dogs and taking care of dogs. And when someone went to pick up their dog, he gave them the wrong dog. Y'all listen, I hate to laugh like that because that's not right. People's pets are their actual, like, so for some people, their pets are their like kids. Imagine you drop off your pet that you consider part of your family, and you go to pick up your pet and someone gives you a different pet. Like you wouldn't recognize your pet. And if you have ever had a pet, you already know that when you call your pet by their name, they come to you because they recognize and know their name. Pets have personalities. You can't just like switch out somebody's pet. Like you can't switch out someone's pet. Like they ain't gonna be able to tell that that's not their pet. Like that's gonna be so awkward. The pet is not gonna understand like what's happening, who you are. There's not gonna be no. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, he did that, and they're having people complaining on the page about how the bad service and things like that. So he continues to do that type of work, and he's now doing that in Hawaii. He has picked up on that. So watch my previous videos on him being a scammer. He has done all sorts of scams, not just that one, okay? And let's look at this real quick. He trains dogs. So what I'm saying is I don't know if this was his own personal dog that bit someone in the stomach, or if he told the dog to attack someone, or if this is his like a dog that's from a customer. I don't know exactly what dog. This, as you can see, I only have this brief summary. Once I get the full police report, I have more information. So bear with me, okay? And by the way, there are 2 lives going at the same time. I really, to be honest, don't like it. I would prefer to everybody be in the same live, but now that I'm live, I can't change it. So if some people are on the other live, the vertical live, if you can please come over to the main channel horizontal live, that would be better to have everybody in one place. I probably won't do this anymore, but I can't make adjustments at this time. So it's technically like 180 people watching me, but it's split between these 2 lives, which is awkward. Okay. But I think how they're working it is that everyone is still in the same chat. I don't know, but I won't be doing it again. I do know that. Okay. Until they fix it until, like, I don't know, until one live, something, I don't know. Hold on. Let's look at this right here. So around the time before he victimized his daughter, he had made this video, right? I mean, he was interacting with one of his dogs right here. So that's him right there. And that's one of his dogs. I don't know what dog he has now or what dog bit this person in the stomach, but we will try to find out or figure it out. But the guy obviously wanted to press charges on him, so charges have been pressed, and his next court date is November 19th. If you went to his website earlier when I gave receipts, you know that this number is his number. It's everywhere. He has this website right here, Protection Dog, Tactical Tails Boot Camp. So he has a Tactical Tails Boot Camp website, as you can see right here. And it says a 501c nonprofit. So I don't know if the dog is some other dog that belongs to someone else, or his, or if it's a part of his boot camp. He had the same thing in the United States. Well, Hawaii is United States. What I mean is he had it in another state, but then people were complaining about it, and then he kind of skipped out and even swapped someone's dog. So I will be looking more into that, to be honest, as well, as far as those people and whatever happened to those people. But yeah, this is his business, and that's what he does. He always uses the same number and same email across all these platforms, and we will be seeing what's happening with that. Okay, and let me show y'all this as well. Let me pull up something else. He also posted this right here, pretty much trying to say how to stop dog aggression. That's a fine thing for you to say, is how to stop dog aggression. Meanwhile, your dog is out here biting people in the stomach. Okay. So maybe you should take your own advice on how to stop dog aggression. Okay. Tactical Tail Service Dog Boot Camp is a nonprofit. That's the same number that's on Dr. Lovejoy's website. Dog aggression video, how to stop dog aggression. Quiet Storm, that's his platform. That's his thing. He puts his branding on everything because he obviously wants to put his Cash App and his phone number everywhere for his branding. And that's how I knew Dr. Lovejoy was him, because the website has all his branding and phone number and email and everything linked to him. And even the Cash App went to Quiet Storm. Okay. And let's go here. This is a person that is working with him right here, a guy by the name of Charles. Now, does Charles know about his sordid past and stuff that he has done? I don't know. But this is Charles, and he works in Hawaii with this dog business, with works at U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, from a Veterans Employment Service Specialist at Hawaii State. This is probably why he got in contact with him or something. They have, commonalities. Right here, this Charles person says, we got 2 German shade puppies for $5,000. And that including training. Also, please visit our website. Now, the thing about it is, why is this person saying out instead of R? And why are they spelling dollars with E instead of R? So a little skeptical on certain things about this person. For easy words like dollar, you're misspelling it. Also, if you are not, it's not you are interested, it's if you interested in having your dog, let me know. Also, don't forget to add Quiet Storm FM on Apple. Girls, we won't be doing that on Apple and on iHeartRadio. Now playing more of you on Quiet Storm, more of you on Quiet Storm FM. So he's promoting his music and the Tactical Tail Service Dog Boot Camp that he's working with him on. Ciao. And here's another one. Tactical Tail Service Dog Boot Camp. And Charles says, please support by downloading the app. And you can also find us on iHeartRadio, Old School Jams. So it looks like he's not just promoting the Tactical Dog Service. He's also saying find us on iHeartRadio, as if he's working in collaboration with him on music as well, and not just the Tactical Dog Service. Y'all see that? So now I'm curious about this Charles guy. So let me actually go to Facebook and see his page real quick. I'm always curious if people know about things, or have he lied to people about things? Is he covering up things, or they just don't know? He says, how can I help you? Well, let's see what should I write back? Ooh. I know you're probably watching Quiet Storm. You better get ahead of it. You better get ahead of it. Let me actually jump to it real fast, because I know you're gonna try to. You're already trying to call. You're already trying to reach out. You're nervous. You're freaking out. You're already calling him. Rain. He calling you, ain't he? I'm gonna be straight up, because I ain't got time to beat around the bush, because now I know you're out there. Do you know that Quiet Storm is a sex offender? Now, where's that website, the Hawaii website again? Where's my receipt? Where is it? I sent myself the link. Now I gotta search it up again. Okay, I gotta research it. Here I go. I'm just gonna take a snippet of the page instead. And let me do this. He might already know, or he might have told him a totally different story, which wouldn't be a surprise. Ooh, got your picture. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it's showing that he's active online. Ah! I wonder what his response is going to be, or if he's going to respond. He might just read it. Where is it? I'm going to say one more thing. He sexually assaulted his own adult daughter. I have the police report and police body worn camera footage. Okay, so I will let y'all know if he responds. I'm gonna do what I call the, let me see. Let me go here. Let me try this real quick. Let's see, Facebook on my phone. And okay, I have that checked off. Now I see you active online. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Don't you ever come around here again. You hear me? I'm put my speaker on. I'm gonna call.
Power on. Bluetooth.
And maybe if he sees a call, why did you? Maybe if he sees a phone call, he'll see that I'm calling from. I left a message because I ain't got time. I ain't got all day. Connect.
It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana.
Okay. I don't know what this thing is doing. Oh, I think I know why. Because I think I have my computer connected to Bluetooth and it won't let me do both. Let me check this, turn this off. That might be the issue. That connected.
Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
All time. Now let me go to my messenger. I think he knows. Who wouldn't know? Yeah, you're reading the messages. Respond. I see you reading it. Respond. Let's see what you got to say. You read it. Respond. I see your bobblehead. Tony, did you call him? Did you call him and let him know what I was saying? I see the bubble, so he's about to type something. I see bubbles, but now I don't see bubbles. I see the bubbles again. So he's typing something, child. Let's see. Oh my gosh, he says, yes, I know about his history. Then why the fuck is you working with him then? And you still choose to work with him? And I said, and you're okay with working with him with the dog business, etc. Did he tell you the full truth of the incident? He's typing something, so I'm giving him a chance to respond. Oh, I don't know if he knows the history of the dog business. Let me get that and post that in the chat. Hold on. Where is it? I'm sure he has already called him already. You know, he's in my bushes. He's in my bush because he's watching for me, child. Okay, listen. Am I a problem to you? Am I a problem to you, Quiet Storm, that you're feeling like you have to beg for turkeys and hams to eat now? A mess. That's what your ass get. Hold on. Let's save this image. Now, what I want to say is make sure when y'all are saving screenshots that you crop out your name or anything that could identify you as the person that did the screenshot. Mark it out, crop it out. Sometimes y'all send me stuff, y'all don't crop and mark out, so I do it for y'all though. Okay. Let me go back to Messenger. Okay, he taking too long to respond now. Come on.
Power on.
He says, I'm not working with him. I was just helping and learning how to train dogs. I'm former law enforcement, so it's not my job to judge people. If he went to jail and let him out, then he paid his debt. I just judge on what he do on Shabbat. Hold on. Let me respond to this one. Let's see. What is your goal and how can I help you with this? So obviously he's someone that doesn't care. He's taking it as, oh, don't judge people. I understand what you're saying and respect that you don't want to judge people, but this isn't just about judgment. It's about facts and safety. He's actually on the sex offender registry for sexually assaulting his own adult daughter. That's public record, not rumors. It's not something that can just be brushed off or framed as he did his time. People deserve to know the truth about who they are around, especially when someone like that keeps trying to rebuild a public image or get close to others through business. And just giving you a heads up, some people want to know someone like this is around their family, etc. You already know that person has already called him like, so we'll see. Anyways, I gave you a warning. So, you know, some people don't want this type of person around their family and friends. You say you're not working with him, then you're safe or whatever else. But some people might have been like, oh my God, this person is around, this person, that person. I wouldn't want this person around, sex offender registry. Hello. Okay, he's typing something, but I'm not gonna spend that much time. I gave him a alert. He knows. He asked if the dog stuff, the scamming dog stuff, was before or after. He went to jail. Why does that matter? Like, listen, dude, you want to, that's your friend, your bestie. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. But I ain't finna make you give a fuck. Okay, I gave you a warning as someone that could possibly be around someone that you didn't know about. But as long as you know about it and you're fine with it, then that's on you. Okay. I'm not gonna go ratting now through all his stuff to see when he did all this dog business stuff. I think that he did that dog business before he went to jail, and then now he started up a new one. But I'll have to go through all my receipts to see every date. But he went, that was 2020. So I'm thinking that he did that before, and then now he started up a new one. Yes, I already had, I reported on that already, Auntie Mickey. I don't know if you're aware, but I had already reported on all that stuff on him ages ago. Yeah. Hold on a second. So anyway, that's pretty much gonna be it for him. Quiet Storm. We're gonna move into the fake pregnancy stuff now. He's still typing, so I'll get back to that. But I'm still gonna email this person right here. That one person that he's begging for turkey and ham from. I'm gonna email that person. Let's see here. Okay, hold on a second. He says, believe I understand what you're saying. I used to investigate child abuse and sexual assault, and I do take it very seriously. But if he's not currently committing any crimes, he has the right to live a life, an opportunity to do right, just like anyone else. That is what the justice system is based on. If the courts thought he was a threat, he would have kept him in jail. And it's not my position to question their authority. I just judge him on the way he treats me and the others in the community. Now I have no base to speak ill or evil of him. Jesus forgave me for my, here we go with the stuff. Forgave me of my sins, who I am to judge. Wait, isn't there a guy online called Charles? There's two Charles, remember? There's two Charles. I hope this ain't the one of the Charles. Auntie Mickey, is this one of the Charles? Because remember, there was one guy that was defending him that was a Charles. There was two, but then there was another one. Remember? As a victim, I feel for you, but I can't just jump and judge someone. Judge, not some questions I have about him. I'll let God just show me. I have seen him do a lot of great things with my eyes. But if he's doing something behind my back, I trust God. What would you like me to do or say to him or anything? Or what's your goal? Anyway, you already told me what you know. So yeah, I see what it's all about. So I'm not worried about you. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Here we go again. I'm not going through that same cycle. People weaponizing the Bible. Hold on a second. You just got somebody to try to argue your side. That's all you doing is trying to get somebody. Call somebody on the phone and try to argue your side, argue your position. I see it. The same way before you had people arguing and weaponizing the Bible, I had to go against all those people. You just got you done called this guy up to try to get him to windmill for you. I ain't stupid and I ain't finna waste my time windmilling for nobody, no inbox, okay? Against. I see what it is. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. He says, but if he's doing something behind my back, here I read that. I met him through a government agency I worked for. I won't say who, and all I know, he did everything that was asked and went beyond what was required and was a role model for other young men in the program. That's all I know. Anyways, bye. You're not gonna be sitting here trying to windmill for this rapist, because I'm about to get matter of fact. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna close this out because I'm not gonna entertain someone windmilling for a rapist. I'm not in the mood, and I'm not gonna go all the way off on this person, but I can feel it coming because I'm growing impatient. So goodbye. So what should happen to him then? You want him killed or you want him suffering pain? Don't threaten me with a good time. I know medical, he is not doing well, so your prayers may be getting answers. Oh, wait, his medical is not doing well? What's wrong with his medical? What's wrong with his medical? But yeah, I'm not gonna say my true feelings so you can try to record me and say, oh, she want this to happen or that to happen. I ain't saying shit. You say you former law enforcement. I ain't telling no former law enforcement my true thoughts and feelings. Yeah, I'm gonna say I want him, 6 feet under. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Like, who was? Yeah, I'm not stupid. Okay. I want people to be held accountable to the full extent of any law. Okay. I get the forgiveness part, but using the Bible to excuse someone still on the sex offender registry is not what forgiveness means. Even the justice system does not see him as safe. That is why he has to register. Forgiveness does not erase accountability, and it does not mean we pretend danger is not there. The Bible talks about repentance and consequences. David was forgiven, but he still faced the results of his actions. Jesus never told people to ignore evil. He said to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So yes, forgive, but also recognize when someone is still showing the same patterns. That is not judgment, that is discernment and protection. And I'm going to close this conversation here. I know he called you and you're windmilling for him, and that's your choice. I'm not here to argue or debate. He's wrong, and that's it. If you choose to associate with him, that's on you. Take care. Bye. And then he said something about, so what should happen to him then? You want him killed or you want him suffering pain? I know medical, he is not doing well, so your prayers may get answers. And I said, what's wrong with his medical? Because now I was going to leave, but since you're going to say his medical, what's wrong with his medical? Tell the truth and shame the devil. Child, I can't say, but okay, why are you gonna bring up his medical and you can't say now? I can't say, but I know it's not good. He almost passed a few times when I was just talking to him. He could have been just faking that to get your sympathy. He almost passed away a few times you're talking to him. Yeah, sure. I'm not justifying anything he has done, but my job was to work with people like him, so I have to have an unbiased mindset. So he's saying he has to have an unbiased mindset. He can't just, he has to give up. I guess he's trying to say he has to be politically correct. I believe he's faking it for attention. Don't vets get all sorts of resources? So why? He probably makes up stuff. Just like he said he was traveling to Canada and he was doing this and he was doing that. How do we know? But yeah, I got 2 more topics to talk about, and I can't be on this whole thing with you all day, okay?
It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. Hit that light. It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. It's your girl, Dani Montana, Dani Montana. Hit that light. Dani, Dani, Dani Montana. It's your girl, Dani, Dani Montana. Hit that light. Dani, Dani, Dani Montana.
Anyways, I gotta close this conversation out. My job was just to warn you, just in case you have any family, daughters, anybody around that you would want to protect. As long as you know what it is, then I've done my job. Now it's up to you. And if anything happens, then don't try to complain later. Okay? My job is to inform, and your job is to do whatever you want to do with that information. Okay, I'm not going to try to force you to do anything with it. Inform, and then I move on. Okay, I inform, and then I move on. So I have to move on. I have other things to talk about. And I told you, I gave you the resource. I offered more information, and then that's it. Okay, so the next topic is the fake pregnancy. And so we left off with the fake pregnancy. Where I said I was going to call the cancer, call that Piedmont Medical Center, and then get more information as far as should it be a doctor's name, a nurse's name on the bottom, or the patient's name. So I spoke to the actual My Chart, and My Chart is the people that actually are in charge of the actual chart itself. So they should know what the chart should be set up and how the layout is and who should be there. And according to My Chart, it should be the patient's name down there instead of the nurse. Also, people that came into my inbox that are out of Georgia, medical-based people, that they looked into it, and based on their family members or other people in the medical, that they showed it, and that they're saying that that should be the patient's name. That could explain why this person deleted the inbox, disabled everything, had to send me this screenshot and then deleted it, because obviously they wanted to cover up the fact that that is happening, that it was, in my opinion, fake. So with that being said, I now believe that, to be honest, unless there's receipts to show otherwise, that the pregnancy is fake. And I do believe that the person is also faking the whole cancer situation, unless they have more proof, which I don't think they would have any. And I think that once they sent me that screenshot and they had the name Latoya on the bottom as the patient, they realized that they fucked up, and that's why they deleted it. And then later said that was Latoya was supposed to be the nurse name and not the patient name, which doesn't even make any sense. Shout out to OG Tan Baby. Thank you so much for the fan funding super sticker. I appreciate the support. Yes, something yes. Also, shout out to Judy Coles. Thank you so much to Judy Coles. I appreciate the gifted membership. If you're a gifted membership from Judy, please say thank you for the gifted membership. Yes, something yes. Also, shout out to my girl Chrissy T. Thank you so much to Chrissy T. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Again, shout out to Chrissy T for the Cash App. I appreciate the support. And also, I've seen some other things happening as well, but to be honest, it's not showing up on this end. I feel like there's glitches happening with the system between the vertical live and the horizontal live. So I will have to try to figure out how I can give shout outs to everyone else that contributed, I think through Rubies or something like that, or through that other feature. So just bear with me, okay? So let's see what else he is saying. Let me see what else he says so I can finish this conversation. Hold on. He says, I think he said something about biased mindset. I said, I understand, but I honestly think a lot of what he does now is performative. He has been using illness and sympathy to get attention and money. Even the whole holiday help act, he's begging for a turkey and ham. Veterans get assistance if they apply, right? So the constant begging does not add up. I am not here to convince you, but I have seen too much of his manipulation to ignore it. So just be careful is what I'm saying. Others online have been scammed, but don't say I did not warn you, because he even scammed Auntie Mickey out of money. And for people trying to blame, people trying to bring up Auntie Mickey's name, Auntie Mickey, I already had talked to Auntie Mickey. I have already called her out. At the time when she was defending Firestorm, we were actually calling her out, just like we call other people, okay? So it's not like we just gave her a pass in what she was doing. She apologized, and then the victim herself, the victim actually forgave Mickey. So once the victim forgave her and wanted us to work together, then the victim has that right to speak and say, you know, that she forgave her and accepted her apology. So then we all moved on. So please don't bring up Mickey, who has apologized and has been forgiven by the victim, to a lot of y'all who have not apologized. Maggie, you have not apologized to the victim. Timmy Tuckett, you are not doing the same. So please don't compare yourself if you're not doing the same behavior as someone else. You can only compare yourself to someone else if you both done the work and if you both done the steps to rectify and right the wrongs and fix the situation. Okay? And stop trying to act like she never was called out, when anyone can go through my many videos and see that she was called out, and then later how she now, if some people have not forgiven her and some people have. This is not like a cult where everyone has to think the same. Some people have forgiven Auntie Mickey and some people have not forgiven her, but the victim has forgiven her, and that's what really counts, because the victim is the one that makes the ultimate decision on whether something, whether she wants to forgive or not forgive. So I'm not going to keep on hammering at Auntie Mickey when the victim herself has forgiven her and she has apologized. Okay. So, so please stop trying to compare. And then the rest of y'all have not apologized to anyone or for anything. So I said, so just be careful. He says, I completely understand and I appreciate, like I said, there are some questionable things that I have observed. Believe my third eye is not blind, but yes, he really is sick. Okay, now I was about to leave, but now you're saying there are some questionable things that you have observed. So what are the questionable things that you have observed? Like, I'm trying to leave, but why are you doing this to me? Why are you trying to tease me with information? What are the questionable things that you have observed? Oh my gosh. Okay. Stop. 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 And I'll be honest. If you're trying to say that he's sick to get some sort of whatever, I'm letting you know I don't give a fuck. Y'all making me sound so wicked, but I'm just being I don't care. Yeah. That's not gonna get me to back down. Like, oh, he's sick. Like, I don't care. Yeah. So now I'm asking him, what are the questionable things that you've observed? Don't be doing that. Don't be just like teasing me. Because of course I'm nosy. I'm gonna be like, what are the questionable things you observed? Like, I was trying to make an exit, but now you're like dangling carrots in front of my face. And now in this moment, I'm fucking Roger Rabbit and I want the fucking carrot. Give it to me, bitch. Oh, wait. Not bitch, my bad. Not bitch, just in case you're listening. Yeah. Anyways. I'm mad. I need to be stopped, y'all. Listen. Oh shit. Am I the problem? Lord have mercy. Nurse. You can't call the nurse on me. This is my fucking show, bitch. Escort your own stuff out of here. The fuck? Anywho, what was I saying? Oh yeah, let me bring up that other receipt yet again because listen. Oh my gosh. Listen, people. What that receipt? Because we have to go over it. Okay, there's just too much stuff going on. Oh, here it go. This one. But though that's the one that's redacted. I don't want the redacted one. That's redacted. I don't want that one. Okay, this one. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so let's get into this next topic. Okay, so at the very bottom of this, hold on. At the very bottom, it says results and recommendations discussed with LaToya. And it says by Dr. A, and then it gives us Dr. A, and then an S. And then it says October 11, 2023 at 9:53 a.m. And from there, that's when she was telling me that that is not her name, that name is belonging to a nurse. Okay. And I said that should be where the patient's name is and not the nurse name. And I said, why did you delete this? And she said she didn't delete it, that it was up in the conversation, that it was still up there. And I said, no, it's not there. And now I talked to my chart, and my chart is saying that no, that is actually should be the patient's name. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to that call. But make sure y'all support the channel for free by hitting that like button. So where we are at with the likes, let me know. Hold on. Send this to myself. And where's the other one? So she says, I can assure you that LaToya was my nurse, but I'm sending it redacted. There's no need to redact the nurse first name only, yeah, or even the doctor's name. But anyways, she went ahead and sent it back to me redacted, but I'm like, yeah, it's too late. I already got the original. And I said, oh, okay. She says, yes, LaToya called me at 10 a.m. on October 11, 2023 to let me know I had stage 3 breast cancer. And I said, it should show the patient's name to show the doc, discuss it with the patient. That's why I said to redact. Okay. So then let's go ahead and get to the phone call real quick. But yeah, I'm never gonna do this setup again. You know, they're trying to make changes to improve things, but this setup where I have 2 lives going on at the same time, I don't like it. I feel like they should have it combined to where the viewer can choose what layout they want, but it's the same live. Like maybe they can flip their screen over or flip their phone and choose what angle they want to watch or how they want to view it. But I don't like two different lives. It's annoying. Okay. I prefer everything to be collapsed into one live. Okay, because now I see that I can't even see the likes on the video. The likes on the video are not joined and combined. There's likes that's shown on this video, and then there's likes that's shown on the other video compared to, yeah, this is not good. it's gonna mess up the metric. Okay, y'all, like, what are you talking about? Well, I'm just letting y'all know from this end right here, I don't like this whole new thing they got. It's messing up everything, because now when I see 197 watching, and then on this video it's only showing 137 likes, when typically if I have 190 something watching, I usually have around the same amount of likes as watchers. So now it's throwing things off. So now I can't even say if I can have 50 more people like, because now if you add up the likes from this video and the other one, the likes are liking, but from one video standpoint, it's not. So it's not good. So that y'all got more. I would say before y'all roll something out, make sure y'all actually get all the kinks out of the situation. Ciao. Okay, so anyways, let's go ahead and play this phone call. And like I said, never again. I'm doing one live only, okay, at a time. And I wish I could end the other one, but I can't. So Motivation Nation says you were able to like on both lives. The thing is, I can't even monitor both lives at the same time. Like, I think the comments are supposed to be combined, but I can't monitor the other live as far as, I don't know. So it's just weird. But anyways, let's go ahead and listen to this phone call and let's see what you all think, okay?
Yes, I think it looks blank where I think a name should be. And I need to see the proper formatting for the My Chart, so I can know if the patient name myself should be there or a nurse name should be there.
Are you trying to log into My Chart?
No, the addendum page, it says results discussed with, and then it's blank, and then it says doctor name, and that's Dr. Irving, and then it says, but it doesn't say right there discussed with patient or nurse. So I'm trying to see the typical, should it be my name there or a nurse name or something?
Okay, I'm super lost. You're in your My Chart currently?
Yes.
Okay, and you're filling out a form?
No, the results from oncology radiology report. On the addendum page, it says addendum, and then the results, and it says results discussed with, and that's blank, and then it says by Dr. Irving. Well, it gives the doctor's full name. And I want to just understand it's supposed to be patient's name, which is usually there at my name, but then this time it's blank. And then it has it by the doctor.
Yeah, it sounds like that doctor discussing it with you. Like it should be your name. But if it's blank, you'll have to reach out to the doctor's office. They're the only ones that can edit that information.
Is there a time where it's supposed to be a nurse and not me? Like in the addendum?
I mean, no, I don't believe so. I don't think it should say like doctor discussed it with the nurse.
Okay.
Typically, it's like they discussed it with you, but the only reason it'd be blank is just because they didn't put anything down there. They just skipped over that.
Okay. So just talk to the doctor about it?
Yeah, I would just bring it up and let them know that portion is blank.
No, we're not talking about anyone So make sure you understand, we're not talking about anyone receiving a phone call from a nurse. I understand that nurses or doctors can deliver a news. We're talking about the addendum. We're talking about the addendum, the notes on the actual addendum page on someone's My Chart. So make sure you understand the clarification between someone's addendum on their My Chart, which I'm calling My Chart about, and someone's communication from a doctor or nurse through some sort of phone call or something like that. So we're talking about the addendum, okay? My Chart addendum.
They just have to edit it.
All right, thank you.
No problem. You're welcome. Have a
Bye.
great day. Thanks for calling my job.
You do. Bye.
Yeah. So hold on a second. So again, for those that missed it, My Chart has an addendum, and this is the person's My Chart addendum. When she sent it to me, she deleted it, and then I asked her why she deleted it, and it went from there. So in this addendum and the person's My Chart, on this page, it says results and recommendations discussed with LaToya by the doctor. And that's why I called My Chart to ask them about the addendum. Yeah. So yes, doctors and nurses often, it's not always the doctor that delivers news. But on someone's personal My Chart like this, on this page for addendum, the My Chart person was saying that it's patient, and other people I have that have reached out to me have also said it's patient. Other people that have their own chart are saying it's just say patient. And my first instinct that it should say patient before I even made a phone call. So in my opinion, it's just fishy to me, and I do believe that it should say patient. Okay. Yeah, hold on this addendum. This is a personal My Chart addendum. And like I said, when they send it to me, they deleted it. They deleted it out the chat. And then when I scrolled up to go see it again, it was gone. And then I said, why did you delete it? And they said that it was still there. And I'm like, it's not still there because it's deleted. So yeah, that, to be honest, that made it more suspect. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I think they deleted it because they realized they sent me a copy that still wasn't with that name on it. Okay, hold on.
And my chart is Chelsea. How can I help?
Yes, I think it looks blank where I think a name should be. And I need to see the proper formatting for the My Chart, so I can know if the patient name myself should be there or a nurse name should be there.
Are you trying to log into my chart?
No, the addendum page, it says results discussed with, and then it's.
Hold on. Also keep in mind, okay, I see that she was talking to KK in the chat about a call. So yeah, there are some times where nurses will give calls or make calls about certain diagnosis. That's okay and normal, or it can be expected. But for a My Chart update like this in someone's addendum where it's a doctor and it says discuss with, that's usually for the patient's My Chart. Yeah. And then if it's a nurse, they will put the nurse's credentials. So if it's a nurse, they will say by nurse, and they'll put the nurse's full name. Kind of like with the actual doctor. If you look at this receipt, the actual doctor's real name is in full. As you can see, the doctor's full name, Dr. A, and then it gave the title of the doctor and the name of the doctor and the date and time. For a nurse, they would do the same thing they'll put the nurse or whatever the title the nurse has, and then the nurse's full name. A first name only is because in My Chart, they address you by your first name to make it more personable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your first name, like if your name is LaToya, they will address you sometimes by LaToya as the patient. They're not always going to put your full name in your My Chart because your chart is your chart. So there's no need to keep on putting your full name inside of your own chart. For nurses and doctors, they will put the full information. They're not going to put just a nurse's first name or a doctor's first name. And if they are going to do a name for a credentialed person, it's going to be a last name in full. They're not going to really address the, the nurse as just the nurse. It's like nurse this, doctor that. They're going to use last names and then give the credential. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a health record in my chart. Okay. So this is the actual addendum from my chart. That's why I called my chart to ask them about how their addendums usually are formatted. Hold on.
Results discussed with, and then it's blank, and then it says doctor name, and that's Dr. Arvind. And then it says, but it doesn't say right there, discussed with patient or nurse. So I'm trying to see the typical, should it be my name there or a nurse name or something?
Okay, super long. You're in your My Chart currently?
Yes.
Okay, and you're filling out a form?
No, the results from oncology radiology report. On the addendum page, it says addendum, and then the results, and it says results discussed with, and that's blank, and then it says by Dr. Arvind. Well, it gives the doctor's full name. And I want to just understand it's supposed to be patient's name, which is usually there my name, but then this time it's blank. And then it has it by the doctor.
Yeah, it sounds like that doctor discussing it with you. Like it should be your name. But if it's blank, you'll have to reach out to the doctor's office. They're the only ones that can edit that information.
Is there a time where it's supposed to be a nurse and not me? Like in the addendum?
I mean, no, I don't believe so. I don't think it should say like doctor discussed it with the nurse.
Okay.
Typically, it's like they discussed it with you, but the only reason it'd be blank is just because they didn't put anything down there. They just skipped over that.
Okay. So just talk to the doctor about it.
Yeah, I would just bring it up and let them know that portion is blank. They just have to edit it.
All right, thank you.
No problem. You're welcome.
Bye.
Have a great day. Thanks for calling my chart.
You too, bye.
So ultimately, what I want to say is that this person on the phone from my chart, they're like, why would it be the nurse? If you actually pay attention to her tone, it's like, why would it say discuss with the nurse? Like, why would it be the nurse? Like, that wouldn't make any sense. Obviously, my chart is aimed at the actual patient. In the addendum, it will be discussed with the patient, and it'll be that first name only. Yeah. So this my chart obviously belongs to someone named Latoya. And this person just put their face on it. That's my opinion. I'm going to put up a poll and see what y'all's opinion is. And I'm going to go over some other messages as well. And then I'm going to close out this. So whatever you want to believe about the situation, that's on you, whether you believe that she has. And by the way, there are other receipts as well that I went over that were discrepancies in the whole cancer situation that I believe is, to be honest, a grift. Okay. And what made this whole receipt more suspicious is that when she sent it to me, she deleted it. She sent it to me and then she deleted it. And then when I asked about it, she said that she didn't delete it, but I screen recorded the whole thing, and I even scrolled all the way back up and it was gone and it was deleted. That was suspicious. Secondly, the timeline of events about surgeries and diagnosis, that it does not all the way add up to someone telling a true story. So other things as well. So and obviously the only way to really know is if we have more proof, but this is medical stuff, so I'm not going to be pushing no one. And like I even told her, that's private information. I'm not pushing anyone to show medical records or anything else. But in my opinion, hear me out. If you're already showing people this right here, if you're already showing this, what's the difference between showing other things? If this is your proof of cancer, then why can't you show something else that would be more, verifiable? It doesn't make any sense. Like if I say my stuff is private and it's for me and I don't have to prove anything, then why send me this? Why send me this? Because wouldn't this be considered something private or your business? Isn't this something like a medical record as well? So I don't see the difference between sending this medical record and another medical record. So it doesn't make any sense. If someone is saying something is private, then everything should be private, not sending selective things. It doesn't make any sense. So that's another thing. If you say it's private, then everything should say private. If you send me this and then you delete it, then it's suspicious. And then you redact it later once I say something is suspicious. So now I'm about to go over all the messages. I'm going to read the messages that I can, and the ones that I can't, I'm going to skip over the messages. Meaning that if it's something that I need to clarify or speak on, then I will. If it's something that she just sent to me and not to the public, then I'm going to skip over it. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just going to go through some messages. So she had messaged me. Now we'll show y'all the beginning part of the conversation, which is not going to be much. Just to show y'all what I'm looking at, okay? And then I'm gonna go back to not showing besides just talking. So this is the beginning of the conversation thread. I said, who is this? Because I was asked to add this person that says, who is this? And she says D, and then she put a slash, and then she said, I don't give no fucks. And I said, oh, okay. So do you plan to go back and forth with Stacy indirectly or directly, or are you wanting to truce? And this is me pretty much saying, not only are you planning to go, are you planning to go at her secretly, like behind the scenes through trolling or anything indirect or through other people, which would be indirect, or directly where you're coming online as yourself and you're going at her directly? Because some people will say that they're moving on. You go your way, I go my way, but indirectly and secretly, they're still behind the scenes. They're trolling. They're doing other things that are still attacking you, but being sneaky about it. So whenever I address a truce, I'm like, are you really serious about trucing and moving on? Or are you still going to be underhanded? Because I don't like an underhanded motherfucker. Like if you still going to be coming at me, some people say they're moving on and they're trying to attack me through troll accounts or through other people. That's not moving on. That you're trying to hide your hand. They go to chats and they slither around and talk shit in chats of other people. That's not moving on. You're still attacking, but you're just not being straight up. So you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's what I was asking her. Now from this moment on, I'm gonna put this back up. I'm gonna put something else back up right here. Now I'm gonna go through the messages and I'm gonna read the ones I can and skip the ones I can't. She sent me a message saying it was from some anonymous person vouching for something. But here's the thing. I'm not gonna read an anonymous post from some anonymous person vouching for you or anyone else or saying something if I don't know who it is, because for all I know, you could be the person that wrote something up for yourself and then cropped out yourself. So that's not credible. So I'm not going to read that. So that's why I left that alone. Okay. In case you're out there wondering. Yeah. If you had told me who wrote it and then they said, yeah, I wrote this, then I would read it. But since you're not telling me who wrote it, I can't not, go by that. August 4th, 2025 at 10:12 p.m. Stacy had sent her something, says, if you are CWC threaten me again, I would get mine and my daughter's lawyer involved. Your friends already sent other shit from behind the scenes, including you sending my daughter's pic to Illis/trees illegally. Leave me the fuck alone, ma'am. You know better, Dion. So Stacey wrote that, and then she replied, Stacey, I intentionally stopped talking to you because you did some shady things. I am not apologizing, and I will continue on in life, not thinking about you or mentioning you. You've said what you had to say, and now I'm asking you to leave me alone privately and publicly. I have nothing else to say. Call me what you want. Just leave me alone. Thank you and goodbye. And she says that is when Stacy hit her up on Venmo, lying about her. She says, this is when she hit me up on Venmo, lying about me, threatening her. But mind you, I stopped talking to her in February. And I said, what about an alleged recorded phone call? What made all of this kick off recently? Did you call the police again recently or just in the past? Did you ever hit her up on Venmo first? And she says, no, she reached out to me on Venmo first. And I do say that was August 4th that Stacy said that on Venmo. So now let me go through my other messages to see when the other Venmo messages. Hold on, Venmo messages. So I can see the timeline. That's August 6th, when she's giving Stacey B some refunds, August 6th. And then there's one for September 1st. So it does look like Stacey B has the first Venmo, which is August 4th. And then she has, I showed you already, where she refunded her August 6th some money. And then she sent her another one in September of 1 cent saying something. But the first Venmo comes from Stacey B based on this timeline of August 4th, unless Stacey can go against that. But so far, that's showing that that's the first one. Okay. So I'm going through the messages. Wait 1 second. And I already showed that. That's $100 one. So make sure you already watch part 2, because I'm not going to revisit it or rehash it. The $50 one, the $15 one, all on August 6th. And then there was that 1 cent from September 1st. And then at this part is when I realized that she had deleted some stuff out the messages. And she says, mind you, all of this shit is from 2024, damn near 2 years ago. She has not spoken to her since February 2025. And then it's just a bunch of messages from me. And when you see just a bunch of messages from you in the chat, then you ought to know the other person has deleted their side of the conversation. So at that point, she was deleting things from the conversation. But like I said, I already have it in my other video of stuff that she was deleting, including this right here, this addendum right here, okay? And then from there, she's asking me, can she send voice memos on here? She sent me a message that was between 2 other people. Let's see what it says. Okay, so she had sent me a message, I guess, between her and another person. I'm not gonna post that or say nothing about that at this time. Let me skip over that one. Hold on. And she asked me, can she send voice memos on IG? So how she recorded, she has like a 2.5-hour phone call. And how she recorded it was that she used the voice memo. Chat, that's a long ass voice memo. She didn't like screen record. She actually just used like a voice memo to record it. I've never in my life seen someone do a voice memo that long, okay? But that was her method of recording the call or recording it. Okay. And I pretty much said that Stacey B might feel like you're secretly coming for her or plotting for her, or there's some sort of plot. And then I also asked her, to be fair, what do you want on your side to be cleared up? Like, what do you want cleared up or whatever? Because Stacey obviously has came out with a little bit of her side. So is there anything you want cleared up? She pretty much was saying that she didn't want any more contact with Stacey or any reconciliation with her. And I was like, I don't expect y'all to any reconciliation or to be friends or besties. I'm saying that it looks like y'all probably want to go y'all own way and not be beefing or exposing each other to a public audience. So that's what I was wondering. And she says, I just want her to stop talking about me and lying. And, bringing up other people, which I won't mention or bring up now. Now, in my opinion, I don't feel like this stuff will fizzle out. It depends on how they move and whatever else. But we'll see. And she went on and pretty much say this is 2 years old stuff, and why is it resurfacing? And I'm like, well, the thing is, why was there a recent recording of a phone call? There's a recent recording. So there's a recent recording. People are gonna be wondering what's recorded, why is it being recorded, what's happening. So that's gonna be a catalyst for stuff. And she says, if you forgive her and y'all are cool, then cool. I just don't see what she wants from this. She has more receipts to show, but they'll be adding fuel to the fire and things like that. Hold on. She has no interest in talking to Stacey B or anything like that. And she says, I don't want to put things out that will potentially affect her mental. So I'm done with the situation. The friendship between us didn't work out, and that's it. I don't have an issue with you or anyone else on this app. I wish everyone the best. If you still want the recordings, I will email to you. I will email them to you. Now, she didn't give me the full recording, by the way. She only gave me some snippets. Okay, I think 4 recordings. And I said, no, I'm saying I will talk to her and just say that you are not coming for her, that she can go her way, you go yours, no need to communicate. But yes, I need to hear the recordings and know what's up. I mean, the recording thing is what was referenced as something that could be leaked. And she asked me, do I still want the recordings or no? And she says she's not going to listen to me. She's going to say that you are taking my side. I'm the only one that has the recording because I felt like they were trying to set me up. And I said, did you send all her money back or just some? And she said she wasn't looking for any empathy or sympathy and things like that. I felt she was, but she said she was not. She says, I will release a few pieces of the recording, but not all of it. Then I said she agreed to go her own way and you yours. So Stacey did agree to go her own way and then her go her own way. And then she says, I sent all that shit back because she made it seem like it was genuine and it wasn't. So she said she refunded Stacey B all her money. Now she did send receipts of refunded money, but I don't know exactly everything that was sent. So I can't say 100% whether she got all her money back or not. But the main ones that I saw that was sent by Stacey, I did see that she refunded those. Okay. And then she says, well, if she agreed, then everything is cool. I have not spoken on her, so she should be done with speaking on me. Now, if I hear anything else about me, if I hear anything else about me, I'm exposing every fucking thing. And at that point, I'm not going to give a fuck. I appreciate you, even though I heard y'all don't believe I had cancer and that shit stings. But the people who genuinely loved me and cared for me were here for me. And I was telling her I didn't get a recording yet. She says I have not sent it yet. I was saying I could send it on here, and then it did something weird. And I said, listen, I'm all for people not escalating. I mean, others would drag it out without caring about who is exposed or who it impacts. However, I still need to give a final update on it just to say it was truth. And also, to be honest, I need to make sure that you actually have a recording. You're not just trying to scare people with a recording. Okay, even like 1 minute recording will show that it's real. Man, the way they were saying I was lying, I could not do anything but laugh because y'all have no clue what I went through dealing with cancer, but it's all good. And I said, still, I need the facts of the case to see what I'm truthing. And the recording stuff is what people were saying was going to be released that led to this latest stuff. Okay, we cannot act like the recording is not important when obviously that's what was being posted about, some sort of phone call between people that people are thinking it could be released or leaked. So that was a catalyst for some of the new stuff coming out or happening or unfolding. And then she says, I never told anyone I was releasing anything because I didn't want to throw people under the bus. So whoever said that lied. And I said, well, to be honest, since you made that document faking pregnancy, no one is going to believe a screenshot or other stuff without 100% full medical records, just keeping it real. I'm keeping 100. Girl, you ought to have that fake pregnancy document, so nobody gonna believe hardly any documents or anything you post. And I said, so was that your idea or Stacey's that topic is what brought you into sector mess as it pertains to the Jag saga? She says she got her money back. I have not mentioned her since February, and I will not disclose my medical records to a bunch of strangers, especially ones who thought I didn't have it to begin with. It was Stacey's idea to say someone was pregnant. I just typed up the letter to piss Jag off. And I said, and you don't have to as far as her medical records. Now, here's the thing. What's the difference between her medical records redacted and this right here in front of me that she sent? And the my chart stuff she was sending Stacey before. So I don't see the difference between sending me this some sort of results with other stuff. So I just feel like, it is what it is. Like, you don't have to prove anything. Listen, you don't have to prove anything or send anything. However, you cannot be upset at people thinking that documents are fake or things are fake because you already faked the pregnancy. It's like the boy who cried wolf. You cried pregnancy, or you pretended to be pregnant, and you posted a fake document from Piedmont and fake text messages saying you were pregnant. So now you're expecting everyone just to believe everything you say? That doesn't make any sense. So that's why people are going to question things. So if you don't want people to question your documents or things you posted or receipts you have, then you cannot be fake or doctor anything, because the moment you doctor one thing, people don't think everything is doctor. You have to take accountability for how you're viewed and your credibility. I'm just being honest. Okay, we have to keep it real. Okay. And she says, and it's cool if they don't. Believe me, I'm not giving anyone my first and last name but what I can show is my tits, and I don't want your page flagged. And I says, however, that document impacts your credibility when it comes to things. You have to keep that in mind. It might suck, but it's reality. I'm keeping it 100. Look, it might suck to people not to believe things you're saying about documents you're posting. It might suck, but it's your reality. It's reality. That's what happens when you fake stuff. People don't believe nothing else you say about any illness, pregnancy, or anything that's medical. You made your bed, and that's what you have to lie in it. And she says, I 100% understand, but people have already made their mind up. They believed her like I did, and she never had it. I had it and beat it. Oh. Hold on. So she's trying to pretty much say that she doesn't believe that Stacey has it. She says she had him beat it, but she doesn't believe that Stacey has it. Okay. And then she says, I would do a screen recording of my appointments, but I don't need anyone trying to find out where I go. Too many creepy people out here. What paperwork would you and you only like to see? I would cover my first and last name, but I can show you I had chemo and a lupectomy or something like that. Here's the thing. If you have a document and you redact the name, it's possible to have a document where you redact the name and then it's actually a real document, but the name you took off is somebody else's. You redact somebody else's name and not your own name, but then the document is real itself. And let me set the record straight. That pregnancy paperwork was for Jag and Jag only. And that's that fake document that that's it, that she was pregnant. Everybody else inserted themselves in that. It came to because Jag said sipped. So because of the whole situation where Jag was accusing Sip falsely of Grape. Now, Sip did not grape Jag. She was going around lying and making up stuff, and it was inconsistent. And she ended up, press 1 in chat if you remember, Jag ended up popping herself. She ended up exposing and popping herself. She was like, oh, no one has ever sexually assaulted me in years. And we're like, wait a minute, you said years? Years, but you were just accusing Sip of raping you not too long ago. But then now you're saying it was years ago. I think she said decades or something, like whatever. She said nobody would try that now. You know what I'm saying? So she popped herself and pretty much vindicated him. So I guess she's saying that at that time, around that time, Jack was doing that, like lying on him. So then he made up that whole thing. Okay. But then don't forget they added the uncheckable stuff in there too. So it looked like they were trying to get at both of them at the same time, Jack and Sean, if I'm being honest. And she says, it came to because Jack said Sip raped her and that shit wasn't cool. And no one said it was cool. I didn't say it was cool. I said it wasn't true. And I said that's personal as far as medical records, but don't expect people to believe you without them. That's my point. That wasn't for just Jab because it was posted to the public and uncheckables added to it. Once you post something to the public and you're fooling the public and people also donated to it. So that's not just about Jag. If it was just about Jag, you would send her a private message or a private email to fool Jag. You went live to a public audience. So now it's not just about Jag. And she said, well, in my eyes, it was for Jag, and trust and believe it was more than just my hand in that. I didn't like the narrative of someone being called a rapist and knowing people can go to jail for that. People were already, see, the thing is, there is no need to do that because the majority of the people out here were not believing it. I had a bunch of polls and polls. And I was asking people, do they believe that Sip raped Jag? And the majority of people out here, it was a bunch of people at that time, and a bunch of people were voting, and no one really believed it. It's only a few people saying stuff about it. Majority were not believing that happened. So there was no need to go to that extent or measures. Most people in this set to know Jag is a liar and that she makes up stuff. She even makes up stuff about me, and no one really believes her. So it sucks to be accused by Jag, but the majority in this, at least in this space, don't believe her anyway. And I said about the paperwork, I said, this is personal, but if you want to clear it up, that's the only way due to the other fake document. Just saying that the fake pregnancy thing is what made you a topic, not just the Stacey stuff. So then she talks about, it was great speaking to you and different things. She says, I won't be sending over any documents with my name on it. Sorry, not sorry. Again, the pregnancy thing was for Jag. And as stated, others got into it. I will let people believe what they want, but I will not release any medical records with my name on it. Well, what about LaToya's name? And she says, I would do a screen recording of my charts, but again, I don't need people trying to figure out where I intend to get treated for cancer. It was already done when Stacy went in Discord and told people that we came up with the idea. So the plan was over before it started. Hold on. And I pretty much was saying that I'm going to clear up that you refunded her, because I mean, that makes that part look better. Which I did clear up in my last live. And I pretty much was trying to reiterate that that recording is what set off the latest event, because you saying that you have this recording and people are talking about what was in it, what was being said, who was there, and what was happening with that, and that's hanging over people's head. And we, you know. And then we got into where I reposted that document that she deleted right here. And I was asking about why she deleted it and things like that. And she was saying that it's not deleted, it's up at the top. And then I say, well, redact your name. And she said, that's not my name, that's a nurse name. That's where we get into that last part. Hold on a second. She says, the doctor did not call me, the nurse called me. They scheduled an appointment for me to come in to discuss my results. I'm very well aware of the process. But see, you say, the doctor did not call me, the nurse called me. They scheduled an appointment for me to come in to discuss my results. And that's the whole point. You're saying that, you know, the nurse called you to discuss your results. But if the nurse called you to discuss your results, then why would you need to come in to discuss your results? Obviously, you had to go in and discuss your results, and then the doctor or whoever would discuss your results with you, and that would be noted in your my chart. Your my chart has to tell you who discussed your results with you as a record. So that's not making any sense that you say the doctor spoke to the nurse and the nurse called you, then the nurse should tell you your results. Why would you have to be called in to get the results? That is not making any sense. So that's not making any sense. So let me show y'all that one. She says, the doctor did not call me, the nurse called me, which she means LaToya. They scheduled an appointment for me to come in to discuss my results. So you said they scheduled. So then that would lead to the doctor going over your results with you and not the nurse. Because the nurse can do it, then why did the nurse just, you're not making any sense. So why did the nurse call you? So let me actually go back up in the conversation a little bit. I'm very well aware of the process because I went through it. Once they called me, I had an appointment within a week for me to talk to my breast specialist. So once they called you, you had an appointment within a week to talk to your breast specialist. So hold on, let me go pull up that other receipt real quick. So right here, she says, yes. LaToya called me at 10 a.m. on October 11, 2023 to let me know I had stage 3 breast cancer. So right here, you're saying she called you and let you know the results over the phone that you had stage 3 breast cancer. And then in the other message, you're saying that you were called and they scheduled an appointment to go over your results and to tell you your results. It's too many. I have to go through all the messages, but it's all over the place. From the diagnosis to a lot of things are scattered all over the place. It's not, the math ain't mathing, and it's confusing. Even though when I was on the phone with the lady from my chart, she said she was even getting confused on the phone call as to what I like. Of course, it would say patient name. So right here it says, yes. So Toya called me, which you're saying is a nurse, called you at 10 a.m. on that day to let you know you had stage 3 breast cancer. And then right here, the next message, you say, the doctor did not call me, the nurse called me. They scheduled an appointment for me to come in to discuss my results. I'm very well aware of the process because I went through it. Once they called me, I had an appointment within a week for me to talk to my breast specialist. Okay, hold on. So what I have to do is I have to go through what Stacey sent me and what I have myself to make a timeline of all this stuff, okay? And then she says, I said, just checking, but yeah, just check to make sure things are redacted. She says, I just sent you a redacted one. Did it come through? And I says, yes. She says, hold on, I'm almost to the part. And baby, I'm done for the night. Again, I appreciate you getting down to the bottom of it. I hate that it came down to this, but I am done for after this. Give me a few minutes, please, and thank you. Now, once she sent me the recordings and certain things, she had the whole message. She disabled her account and then everything disappeared. Okay. So, I think that I don't think it was IG that did disable her page. I think that she did disable it herself. Okay. And then it disappeared.